Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Dwarven Tavern. I am your host, Dr. Jeff Goins, and this is it's an unboxing review of Pathfinder's Bestiary 2 battle cards, and so yeah, we'll get right to it. This is kind of a first reaction unboxing. And then I'm going to go over it and see what we have and try not to cut myself like I have been known to do. And let's take a look, shall we? So this is the Bestiary 2 battle cards. They've been out for a while, I believe, which is unfortunate that I had to delay, but you know, we were away because of Tavernier Lisa's job as a medical professional fighting COVID in New Mexico. So there's that. I will stop talking about it eventually, but I'm very proud of her because she's done a very good job. So this is $60, and it is a number, it's 350 cards, hundreds of new friends and foes for your adventures. So let's unbox it and see what is inside, shall we? Okay, so it's 2 stacks of cards. I believe they're in alphabetical order. And once again, I will draw my sacks. That was a bad joke. The Viking blade has always had such a weird shape, but it's incredibly efficient. Even though it's not your stereotypical drop point or dagger point or chisel point or any of the other kind of points. I guess it is a drop point, but it's like almost counterintuitive, but it's not. The more I use it, the more I like it. So this has it's 350 cards, as I mentioned. It is presented in a way where there's actually I guess they had to do it this way, and I did the other deck of cards in a similar manner, but the monster, the creature, is on the back of the card. Its artwork is on the back and its stats are on the front, and that makes it super easy for, you know, the players to say, oh, he's got one of those guys, or one of those guys. Oh no, it's a giant ant. How do you know? Well, so you want to keep these behind your screen, but I really imagine that there's no way, because you don't want to have the artwork on the same page as its stats, because you say you see this and they go, oh no, what is that? And they may not know it, but if it's on the same, because I've had games like that where they say show me a picture, and I would put the book around and they'd go, and they were freaking reading the stats. It's like, okay, this is got an armor class, and because they had it, there was 2 of them, the sneaky scamps. One of them would always go for its armor class and hit points on the page, and the other one would always try and read what its special abilities were. And then they would get their heads together and try and defeat it, knowing what they are not supposed to know. I fixed them. I would show them one thing and then have the stats of something else. They'd be like, no, that's not what it is. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Dungeon Master. So, anyway, I digress. The Trumpet Archon. Ba-ba-da. Yep, like Joan of Arc. The Assassin Vine. And so forth. So, the Thatch. It's not a Thatch. That's the Attic Whisperer. Yeah, there's the Thatch. Weird freaking giant with the extra arm. It has on each card, it has their alignment, their size, their type. Like this one's a giant humanoid. Yep. Its perception plus 22, dark vision. Try and sneak past it. Language, it speaks Jotun, or as we know, it's Jotun because of Jotunheim with the giants. its skills, its abilities, its armor class, saves, hit points, weaknesses, if any, attacks of opportunity. And the thatch gains an extra reaction at the start of each of its turn that it can use only to make an attack of opportunity with its claw. So it's got that extra claw that it can do extra things with. Plus it can catch rocks as a reaction. So throw 2 if you're going to throw. Because they get 1 reaction, remember? 3 actions in a reaction. Its speed, its melee, fist, jaws, and claw, and ranged. All those are 1 action each, and you know they get 3 actions. Venom, swift claw, trigger, and can throw rocks. So, yeah, and it's got all the information. Very, very nicely done. So, you know, if you there's a lot of use for this for these cards in your Pathfinder game. So yeah, I mean it's simple and it's straightforward. I like the way it's presented. Of course, you know their artwork is very immersive, and I mean there's not much else to say about it. It's a really cool tool. I like it. I like it tremendously. What the heck? The choker. Of course it is. Duh. Yeah, a choker. And so forth. The chupacabra. Don't take your goats into that dungeon. Yeah, that's very chupa-esque and cabra-ish. They don't go into there, man. It's the goat sucker. The goat sucker's in there. It will suck your goats. What have I done? I have... There we go. Man. The only thing worse than getting cards out of alphabetical order is, I guess I'm kind of OCD when it comes to that. I like my things in order. I like my sets complete. So, the Pathfinder Bestiary 2 battle cards. It has 350 cards. It goes for $60, which may be a bit on the steep side, so it's up to you to determine whether you have the discretionary income to purchase something like this. I recommend it. So, especially if you do a lot of gaming, I don't think it would be for newbies as much. Maybe it would. Maybe it'd be especially good for newbies in the gaming, the game mastering arena. Just because it's so easy, you don't have to keep flipping through the books. You can get out the cards that you want and leave the rest. Very salad bar. So, as far as what it does, I will judge it on how well it gets its job done. So this is very much. I think the price might be a bit prohibitive to some, but it's a lot of work. I mean, you know. So I'm going to give this one 4.5 axes because just because it's a little bit on the expensive side, $60, but it is 350 cards, so it's up to you, whatever you think. As always, I mean that's the way it is. All I can say is that I love it. I'm glad I have it. I could still play the game without it, but this would make the game go faster. So got 4.5 axes, Bestiary 2 battle cards. Pick it up if you can. It'll help your game. It is truly a good tool. So with that on record, I am Dr. Jeff Goins on behalf of the entire cast and crew of the Dwarven Tavern. We wish for you to want for nothing but adventure, and at first I feared it, then I charged. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.